Hello again, I'm Coyote Jack, and looks like all those corpos that want you to not own your hardware and make it impossible to you to afford it, they are just continue with their nonsense. They keep burning bridges because of the AI bubble. All of that memory RAM, all of that storage for data centers. About what? Exactly. At this point, they don't fucking know what the hell that they're doing. They just jumping on that fat and yeah, just look at this example, man. Like the reactions of everyone after they are seeing that these corpos are just making more stupid decisions, like Corsair. Corsair lays off consumer staff, pivots to focus on AI and enterprise. Gamer Nexus called it pulling a micron, and this is one clip from him.
Corsair, what the fuck are you people doing? Corsair just laid off a significant amount of its staff, especially in the consumer side of the business, and it's actively working on, as we understand it, spinning up a new branch of enterprise. Kind of pulling a micron. And they also just abruptly canceled orders going back to November, including many for a kit of memory for $240, and even restocked some of the items at higher prices after canceling the order. You know, when you decide to lay off a bunch of people who handle the consumer side of the business, and then you're like, here's an idea, let's spin up an enterprise side and go for AI. What do you think will happen? We just saw Micron go through this, and theirs didn't even yet have like this problem of consumer-facing errors and things like that. Theirs was just they decided to screw the consumers more directly and clearly with very well-written and plain English, and that is preferable to whatever this was. So anyway, that's the Corsair situation, and I don't know, man. These companies, there's going to be some of
So yeah, well, I have to pause there because fucking internet connection here.
these companies are going to close this year, 100%, and it's really not looking good for how they're managing themselves.
So yeah, we knew full well that with the AI bubble, they were going to push stupid shit. But well, probably we already have those types of questions and why they are jumping so hard on those data centers. Because well, they are not that paranoid. But and yes, we only have to wait for one of those CEOs that, of course, you have to guess if they are going to blink backwards, like with those eyes, those fucking reptilian eyes, man. But damn, we have Jeff Bezos and all of those, the Lex Luthor of current day. So legendary drought shared this one. I love how tech today has nothing to do with advancement or innovation. Nothing improves, we just own less and pay more for inconvenient solutions to problems they create. And because yeah, Jeff Bezos claims that this is in the future, you will not buy a gaming PC. Man, don't you love it when they are just replicating the motto of Boogie's Love? You should get comfortable with not owning your games. So you will stop buying. Why I'm going on business? So these fuckers push it way far and beyond by making it. You should get comfortable with not owning your hardware. Okay, so my wallet is closed. So at this point, yeah, I should focus on other stuff. For stuff that matters at this point. So because if at this point, if you can already buy a PC or a new upgraded device because of this nonsense, okay. Well, imagine this is something that people keep saying about the AI bubble. When it bursts, it's going to cause a lot of problems. Yes, Dell is they're getting affected by this because they don't want to ship their PCs with Copilot, so they're doing two versions just to satisfy Microsoft. But here we have this one along with Nvidia. The ones that keep pushing, yeah, you will not own your hardware because yeah, we are making it impossible for you. So yeah, already people already jumped on buying a PC or getting one before the price hikes. The real issue is if those are with DDR5 or with SSDs, Yeah, what is going to happen at some point when those malfunction and yes, it caused the expected outcome. Yeah, that's one fear that is actually a valid concern. We already have on PCs, but we often have seen how from time to time hardware, even with modern era, tends to fail way faster than the other stuff from the past, which was really, really underpowered compared to what we have today. But yeah, this fucker is what they're pushing. Relying on investors for this AI bubble because this is, well, the Orwellian dystopia they want to create. And I keep saying, yeah, AI as a tool is fine. I keep repeating that because you have a lot of morons with AI derangement syndrome telling all AI is bad. No, not all of them, but sure as hell is the corpus. Primarily pushing shit like this, like Nvidia, like ChatGPT for the most part. Google with Gemini AI, even they are turning on Google AI most of the websites because yeah, nobody is entering to those websites because that AI that decided to prompt directly on the search bar, yeah, it's making it easier for people to say, okay, so yes, thank you for saving me to go to this link. Yeah, and for one part, I appreciate something like that, but I'm aware that not many people like getting their traffic taken away. Front, it could be a mixed reaction to that. But well, at least that's my opinion with Google. But for the rest of hardware with PC, we already know how it is bad is with Microsoft Windows 11 and Copilot. And now hearing morons like this, okay, so you are still going to fill it with Microsoft, but well, imagine if when they keep selling all of this cloud-based shit, and they're still flopping. Oh, your data, you already lost it because someone struck the data center, an outage, the force of God, terror thesis. Could be anything. And not having a main backup to serve yourself like we always have been with PCs for years, if not decades. Man, at this point, yeah, these corpos, they are going to find it out really quick. Just like 20s. Because yeah, someone that jumping extra hard, also abandoned the consumer market, is going back to manufacturing outdated graphics cards with with less of the upgrades, the hardware upgrades that they received compared to what they decided to discontinue. Man, yes, I know the majority already have one of those. The ones that not, well, they can either do that or just straight go to better alternatives because we also have heard that China is taking advantage of this by manufacturing their own graphics card, their own chipsets from Huawei. I was surprised that even where I live, we started seeing those Huawei laptops. And if those ones are with at least a decent to their standards, a graphic card, and you start Linux Mint on that, well, what is going to people going to spec? This is going to actually make them grow ahead, but they don't. They say China bad, but you know what they're doing. These corporations is what they are doubling down on this shit. At this point, I don't care. I want to see that AI bubble burst. And even this one, just to anti-battery nation. US export restrictions on advanced chips combined with rapid progress from domestic players like Huawei, Cambricon, and more threats are enabling local suppliers to meet roughly 80% of demand. And you know what China always does? They reverse engineer and sell you a cheaper version. And at this point for hardware, what option does these fucking morons from the West are leaving out to the rest of the people in the entire world? I heard an insane news where Japan cannot even sell you upgraded gaming PCs. In fact, they're telling you if you are going to upgrade to a PC, give us the old one because we are going back to DDR4 and DDR3. DDR3, man. At least if that outcome makes everyone optimize their software, or well, I don't think it's going to force everyone to from the get-go to optimize because yeah, you have the likes of Microsoft not giving a fuck about that. I mean, they double down on AI. They make AI generated code for the OS and they use the same AI to test it. And you end up with situations when you cannot even turn off the fucking computer because they disabled the power button. Man. Yes, this is the kind of shit show we are witnessing here. Yes, I hope this shit burns this year. And probably they have some kind of truth. We are not going to see any time soon those prices to drop or new all of that hardware to come out. I want that decide to discontinue. The 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 shortage probably it's true that it's going to be to 2028 or even more, even like the tinfoil hat of 2030 year. I know everyone gets that one, but yes, if even if those corpos go out of business or they get so absolutely crippled that they cannot even manufacture like they used to do before jumping on this bubble. Yes, other competitors are going to come out and supply it. And they're not going to make any change like, oh boy, China bad. Yeah, China coming out of the crimes. Yeah, we fucking know, but at this point, man, at least they not so stupid to cripple their own market, their technological market, with bubbles like this. This is what pisses me off in all of this. They really wanted to jump on you will owe nothing and you will be happy paying for it with limited access for fucking whatever, $25 a month. Seriously, what they were thinking? And also with tier bases when they introduce ads because yes, you don't want to let out all of that money. See, yeah, so this is how things are taking this. We are seeing that yeah, these corpos they are not most of them probably they are not going to exist anymore and they are going to continue fucking everything up. So at this point we hope that at least before the end of the year we have alternatives because one thing is you already have your PC but maintenance or getting you could upgrade it but you don't have the components anymore because it will be absolutely insane if they harvest DDRT for those data centers, which at this point I cannot predict if that one could end up being true. But anyway, that's it. Thanks for watching and please take care.